I can remember being about 3.5, dressed in my corduroy little jumper suit with a hood and everything. And I was in a supermarket somewhere and I couldn't find mum. She disappeared. And I was absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. Yeah. And it was that memory that brought me to this realization that in Western society now, if you go back to feudal times or when we lived as tribal communities or even feudal times, a child was born to mum and dad, and when they went out in the fields, they took the child with them. So the child had always this constant connection to the parents, and it's a physical thing, but it's also an energetic thing. It's a spiritual connection, and if mum and dad wasn't around, there was brothers and sisters because they always had big families. Because big families meant more hands to work the land, and then there were aunts and uncles in the community. So they had this. Every child was raised not only by their parents but the whole community. Now in our society today, um, children are being abandoned at the ages of like 3.5, 4 years old when the parents both have to work. So they hand their kids over to the state, and the state becomes the parent. And so that's the big abandonment that just about everybody suffers from. And uh, my conclusion about healing the wounds of childhood, I reckon all the damage is done in the first 7 years. I might stretch it out to 10, but you know, and I was born a magical being. Have you ever noticed a little toddler, when they start walking and they're wandering around, they got their starfish fingers and hello, just learning to speak in the world. It's magical. And that's how I was born. But being magical is hard work for a lot of parents and society.